Hey folks, it's Paul here once again with Aristides Guitars, and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the Bareknuckle Halcyon pickups. These are really awesome little pickups that are made by Bareknuckle in collaboration with Mike Stringer from Spirit Box. Mike is also the guy who we collaborated with to make these guitars. It's the STX6SR, I believe that's fully correct. And yeah, this is the very first 6-string completed as far as I understand, so it's kind of a special treat, this video. We have customers asking all the time what pickups they should get in our guitars, and we offer so many different kinds that we decided to start this series on guitar pickups, specifically in our guitars. I'll be going through a heavy distorted sound, a clean tone, and a lead tone with this guitar and with the STX7SR as well. That's behind me over here out of the frame, and let's just check these out. So for these pickups we have a ceramic 17.9K bridge pickup, and we have a Alnico 5 7.9K resistance neck pickup. In terms of this guitar and the switching options, we have obviously full humbucking on the bridge, we've got a split position, we've got both, another split for the neck, and finally the full neck. This also has a hip shot bridge as opposed to an Evertune bridge, so it will sound a little different than a guitar with an Evertune bridge as well. It'll also feel different and play a little differently. So let's dig into some tones. So that's just the bridge pickup there, sounding really snarly and really nice and open. What I've noticed about these pickups is, especially in our guitars, you have to pick and dig in a little bit to get even more out of these pickups. They have a big resistance, they feel kind of compressed to a certain extent as well, but they still have that openness, but you need to dig in. So for this clean tone, we have a little bit of effects on it, just a smidge, and I'm gonna go through every single pickup option that there is in terms of switching on this guitar. So quite a lovely sound. Again, very open and really just pleasing to the ear. It really responds dynamically. Every single position responds very dynamically to how you're playing. And yeah, I'm really surprised. I thought that these pickups would be a little bit too compressed, I think, for such a lovely and open clean tone, but they do clean super well, and that's a really nice surprise to have. It just goes to show that BKP and Mike designed a really great pickup. Now before we move on to the STX7SR, I'm going to play a little bit of lead so that you can hear what this sounds like with kind of like 80s inspired style lead. This guitar screams vintage modern to me, so I thought, yeah, let's go for one of those tones. So as you can hear, it does that lead thing pretty well as well. This is the STX7SR in black, and it is one of the very first ones, and it sounds really killer as far as I'm concerned. So here's what a distorted sound sounds like. Now that's all well and good, it sounds awesome, and from what my ears tell me, this guitar sounds even better when you dig in. I find that the bridge pickup really requires a little bit more power from your hand, and our man Mike from Spirit Box, he picks really hard, so it kind of makes sense to dig in with this guitar and with these pickups. It just sounds a little bit more open, you get a bit more of a lovely tone out of it. It's a bit hard to describe unless you're in the room with the guitar, but it definitely gives back what you put in. So next we're going to split this position actually, because this is one of the gnarliest rhythm distorted sounds I've ever heard. It just has so much spank and bite and attack and ferocity, and again, I'll reiterate, I think you really have to dig in with these pickups and you get an even better sound. Moving on from there, let's hear how this guitar sounds through a clean sound. So as with the STX6SR, I'm going to actually go through the neck pickup, middle pickup, bridge pickup, and then I'm going to go back to the neck pickup and switch to the split position so that you can hear all 6 different tones. So here we go. So I was a little bit concerned about that being as clean as it was going to be because there's just so much hair with the bridge pickup. The neck pickup I think sounds marvelous. The bridge pickup as well sounds quite good. It cleaned up quite nicely there. And I think through a tube amp as well, I bet you'd get a really great edge of breakup kind of clean sound going there. Like, I don't think you'd have to try too hard to get that. So I'm really impressed. The tonal palette of these pickups is very wide and dynamic, even though this bridge pickup can feel a little bit compressed. And again, I think that you do need to pick a little bit harder than you're used to with this pickup specifically, but the reward is obvious. Alright, so now that we've heard a rhythm and a clean sound, let's hear a lead sound with this guitar. So in my opinion, I think that these pickups are pretty phenomenal. The bridge has a little bit more of that compressed feeling, but it lends itself to also sounding a little bit creamy in certain moments there. I really loved when I switched on the split here for the pickups, just how different the sound was and how it felt in my hands. And I mean, you can see that I like to bend when I play my leads, and well, it works for that very, very well, and the notes seem to, again, kind of jump out at you. This is what I've been saying about these pickups kind of privately as well. The notes just seem to jump out at you, especially in the room when you're playing and you hear the sound around you. You're like, oh yeah, this feels very present. I think that's the word that I'm looking for. So what did you think? Let us know in the comment section below, and just stay tuned because we have a lot more of these guitar pickup demos coming soon. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers.